Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Y'all already know why I'm here, because I feel like it. Let's get y'all a message. Today is March 14th. It is 1:33 p.m. This might not be that long because I don't have much battery and I don't feel like I'm going to get the cord because I done sat down. The energy's there. Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please just take what resonates. What you resonate with, and leave the rest for other people. This is not one person's reading. This is a general reading with little bits and pieces of a lot of different stories, okay? So be mindful of that, please, and thank you. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Remember to hit the like button and hit subscribe if you like the vibe, okay? Hype the video so others can see it. For those situations that don't resonate with you, it's for somebody else. You know what I mean? Everything's for a reason. What's the message, Spirit? I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all y'all support, all those that support me. And those that don't, that's okay too, because everybody ain't for everybody, you know? I don't like everybody, you know? Not that I have a dislike, but you know what I mean? Just everybody don't resonate with me. And that's fine. That's your originality, right? That's how you use your discernment to get in alignment with those that do. Okay, we have birthing a new age. Right, birthing new creations, dreaming of a new world into being, right? Changing your reality. We have the Council of Light here. Divine orchestration. What I say? Ain't nothing by coincidence. And the initiation. Some of you guys are being initiated at this time. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm, your spirit guides, ancestors. You know, those that God sent to help you, to guide you, to protect you. Rite of passage, crossing the threshold, yes. Some of you guys are stepping into a new cycle, right? You're creating a new life for yourself. The old will pass away and you will birth something new. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Looking for that place where you fit in, at how you want to live, right? What resonates with you. Right? I'm going to leave it right there. Star family, you're part of a team of souls. Call and support. Seriously. Yes. I feel like when you surrender to letting go of the old and moving forward, even though you don't know what it's going to be like, what it's going to look like, or none of that, but you're doing it. You're trusting, right? You're getting divine guidance. You're getting led, right? Your ancestors are guiding you. You're getting downloads, messages, signs, all that good shit. Yeah, because you're going through a rite of passage. You're walking into a new dimension, I'm hearing. Okay, take that how it resonates. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Looking for your soul tribe, right? Your star family. Where you belong, where you came from, right? Knowing that you are a part of the universe. You're recognizing that. Ooh, come on now. What's going on for my collection? What do they need to know, his spirit? Yep, you're walking through. Yeah, you're going through the pathway. You're going through this door into a new world, a new thought, a new way of being. People to meet, places to go. I mean, things to do, things to do, things to do, places to go, people to meet. That's what I'm hearing, all right? They flying out my hand, y'all. What we got here? A proposal. All right, this could be a marriage proposal. Somebody feels like they have unfinished business with you. This could be a divine meeting or a divine connection, right? Five of Pentacles. Somebody may have felt unworthy. The Hermit, you went within. Yeah. Some of you guys could be having money delays. You could feel like, you know, you were left out in the cold. But this 9, that's a transformative energy. Yeah, your purpose. Loneliness, unattached, soul searching, time needed or time alone. So that you could look within, right? So you could analyze what makes you feel like you don't belong. Analyze what makes you feel inferior, with low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Analyze those things about you and work on that shit. Change that shit, right? Recognize where that's the only way. It's only through yourself. It's not through nobody else, right? So this proposal could be an agreement, a wish coming true. This could be a relationship, a romantic relationship, okay? There's some kind of pattern that you were dealing with this person that just, either one of y'all or maybe both of y'all didn't feel, it was like a codependency, like you needed each other, where you shouldn't have to need another person, because once they remove themselves, then you're lost again, right? Something you had to learn. Maybe this is somebody that you reconnected with from a past lifetime that you didn't learn the lesson. Okay? And this lifetime, you chose yourself. You learned the lesson. Thank you, Spirit. Yep, and that's why you're being initiated. That's why you're being allowed to move on, move forward. Look, the sun. Come on, Spirit. Come on now. The sun, yes. Yes, you're walking a new path. Yes, you are. A new timeline. You were able to get the lesson. This could have been something that in the past life you didn't get the lesson. So, when you left the world, left the earth, when you transitioned from a dark place, a low vibrational place. You never, were able to heal and to move forward from whatever this was or whoever this was, right? Oh, shit. Hang on, y'all. Alright, I had to go get the charger. I thought I had more time than that. Yeah, the sun is here. You're seeing things. You've learned. You recognize the parts of you that were unhealed, that were reacting and moving off of emotions, right? And attachments and trauma and fear. Wow, okay. So yeah, I feel like when you guys came back in this lifetime, whoever this is, I'm picking up like a twin flame. This is somebody that you were supposed to meet again and choose yourself. A lot of y'all, maybe your last lifetime and possibly even this lifetime, it started out the same, but you chose yourself this time. And this is somebody that you could have sacrificed a lot for, right? You lost your way. You felt unworthy. You felt inferior. You felt insecure. And you were supposed to learn this lesson. You did. You went in the hermit. You took the time for yourself, by yourself, right, to do the healing. The healing and the revealing, I'm hearing. All right? Come on, Spirit. The strength card. I can't make it up. The healing and the revealing. Recognizing your own patterns, your own triggers, right? And discernment, your intuition. Ooh, child, yeah. Some of y'all came through. Yep. Whatever lessons you had to learn on this journey that got you to where you're at, it was a repeat test. It was a test from a past life that you did not Three of Cups. Collaborations, friendships, celebrations. What's going on here, Spirit? Yeah, you had to repeat it. You had to. I think a lot of us here that are here in this lifetime with the shit that's going on are repeating. Of course, we have to read the Bible, right? Queen of Cups, tickle your love, baby. Very gentle, motherly energy. This could be a Nine of Cups. This could be a mother. Okay? This could be a mother's energy. You could be a mother. You could have children from this relationship. Nine of Cups, improvements are underway. You could have been made to feel like you weren't good enough. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, feeling like you weren't good enough. You don't belong. You're not a part of. You can't come in. You can't sit with us kind of energy. You're not like us. 9-9 could be significant. We got 9 and 10 here. Yeah, when you went into Hermit, you could have felt lonely, detached, right? You started releasing people, places, and things. You know, you just weren't okay with the people, places, and things that you were frequenting, right? That was around you. So you started to detach yourself, move away, to isolate, right? And go within, maybe even purge. I'm hearing crying, right? Because judgment in the reverse. Yeah, you had to recognize why you felt the way you felt, right? And and the dynamics between the relationships that you kept putting yourself in that were not equal. They weren't giving. You were giving, but you weren't receiving, right? You were always being deceived. Come on, Spirit. Yes. Queen of Pentacles. You are self-sufficient. You are who you think you are, who you say you are, who you feel you are. You're very stable energy. Somebody called judgment. They made a bad judgment about you. They judged your character, right? They tried to put a label on you, right, that wasn't factual. It wasn't a truth, right? It may have been a truth in the past, but you're by you going within and standing up in your own power, you're showing that whatever it was, it ain't no more, right? With the Queen of Pentacles, you have a lot of stability. That's where the Sun is and the Hermit is. That judgment was a bad judgment on you. Yeah, somebody made a bad judgment about you. Yeah, they did. And you realizing that no matter what people say or think about you, you have to believe who you are yourself. It don't matter what they think. It don't matter. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not fact. It's not truth. Okay? It's like somebody wanted to make it look like that you were never going to elevate, right? Basically, you were never going to be somebody that people could depend on. They could, that could support them, that could help them, Come on now, what we got here? Ace of Wands, there you go, baby. You got a new beginning. Yes, you do. New beginnings, birth, new ideas, and creations. And you started out with birth and new creations, and you're ending with birth and new creations with this deck. Yep, something about your finances as well. Some of you guys could be about to have an upgrade in your finances. Okay, where we want to go with this? Let's see what's going on in the energy. Let's see. Look, Ascension. I can't make it up. All right, it's on. It's up. It's up, collective. It's up. 2 of Cups. Choices. Making better choices, right? When we elevate and we realize that we are enough by ourselves, it's easy, to be alone, because you're not trying to attach yourself to something that's missing, because they're not missing. You hear me? Anything that you attach yourself to, it should be there to help to elevate you, to help nurture you, and continue to grow. Nothing that you attach yourself to make you feel like, like you used to feel. All right? So I feel like you have self-awareness in that way, right? You learn that you are self-sufficient, that you can take care of yourself. Somebody said that you couldn't. Somebody called judgment. Somebody that was very selfish and greedy. They wanted to make you feel like you didn't belong. You didn't belong. Like something was wrong with you. Somebody watched you celebrate. This could have been a proposal or a marriage. This Queen of Cups could have been watching you. Watching something happen in your life. Look at that. They wanted to hold you, keep you back. This person could have caused an ending to you in a relationship. This could have been somebody that could have interfered in a long-term relationship with you. They could have caused some kind of ending, a breakup, a separation. Okay? Look, hidden enemy. I can't make it up. This was a hidden enemy of yours. This was a hidden enemy of yours. And this person also called judgment on you. They talked about you. They gossiped. They spread lies. They spread rumors. Didn't they? Yeah. Yeah, but you ascended. Yeah, your spiritual rank. You spiritually outranked this person. What's going on here, Spirit? This person could have interfered in a divine contract, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. In the past life, that this person could have interfered, right? And you could have sacrificed yourself in some way, shape, or form. Because if you had to deal with some kind of traumatic event to get you to where you are right now, then that's possibly some kind of karma that you had to clear up, right? Those that understand what I'm saying. If you don't understand what I'm saying, if you feel offended by what I just said, then you're not where I'm at. You don't understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything to pull to trigger anybody, but it's a fact, right? But you have to be open to receive it. You have to be open to look at it, to go in and dissect. Is that what I've been doing? You hear me? Anyway, so this person interfered in a relationship in the past. Divinity. Your divinity. This person, 9, 10, 11. This person, I want to say a catalyst for you going into your divinity. You have divine protection for sure. Look, secrets, imprisonment. I'm telling you, the magician. Somebody was secretly trying to keep you from closing out this cycle. Somebody did this to you before. Somebody did this to you before, and maybe you stayed, maybe, or something, right? You didn't choose yourself. Maybe you succumbed. Maybe you got into depression. Maybe you got into addictions, and so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? Because with this 5 of Pentacles, that's feeling unworthy. You know, that's feeling abandoned, and I heard ejected, kicked out, left out, disenfranchised. But in this season, what you did was you went within. Thank you, Spirit. Look, trust it. I can't make it up. Trust what I'm saying. You went within and you chose yourself and you chose God. All right? You trusted God. You trusted your ancestors. You listened to your intuition. You were cracked open to a point where you gave up. And maybe in a past life you gave up. Maybe you gave up on life. Right? This time you're choosing life. You're choosing yourself. You were able this time to go within and see the trigger points. Reflect. Pray. And ask God to show you, right? To show you the stumbling blocks. To show you, the doors, the avenues, the direction. To show you, to enlighten your mind, to open your mind up to hear rational thinking, higher thinking, baby. And let you see how the enemy, because that's what they were, the enemy is using those points, that trauma, that pain, that hurt, that abandonment issue, that isolation, that feeling sorry for yourself. They know how to push those buttons. They know how to fuck with it. Spirit showed you that. They showed you the moves on the chessboard, right? The cheat codes, the patterns, I'm telling you, this person did this before. The only way you're able to see it this time, because it's a pattern, you recognize the pattern. You gave yourself a chance. You went in a hermit. You didn't. When you went into hermit, you didn't use it as a time to commit, self-sabotage. You used it as a time to surrender. Surrender. You hear me? Come on here, Spirit. What's this? Divinity and trusted. Yes, you're safe. Spirit said you're safe. And I really don't feel like you're the only one to have to learn this lesson. I feel like this person had some karma they have to clean up. They have to go through too. You know what I mean? There's a reason that you guys crossed paths. There's a reason that this person was in your life or you were in theirs. Take it how it resonates. What we got here? 10 of Wands, carrying burdens. Ooh, child. Yes, sir. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, somebody created a lot of burdens for you. Yes, they did. They called judgment. Yeah, they wanted you to carry a lot of burdens. They wanted you to feel burdened. So much so that you quit. You didn't quit. Look, animosity to your divine feminine. Come on, man. Come on. You didn't listen. You stopped hating on yourself. You didn't hold no anger towards yourself. You let that shit go, and that's how you stepped into your divinity, divine femme. That's how you stepped into your divinity. Listen, Ice King. Judgment. What's going on here, Spirit? Ugly spells. Ooh, somebody was doing ugly spells on you. Ooh wee. Yeah, somebody wanted you to have some very low self-esteem, but Spirit said you are otherworldly. You are not from this world. You are in the world, but you're not of the world. Come on, Spirit. And in order to be in the world, we have to put on this suit, right? That's the only way we'll be able to breathe, survive, whatever. You hear me? We all are spiritual in nature. We all come from the stars. Celestial, extraterrestrial, yeah. Somebody sees that you're highly protected, and I mean we all are given the opportunity to make different choices, right? Even when we know that we doing dumb shit, and we know what we know, you know. Sometimes I don't know. I can't speak for nobody else. I could just only speak for myself. I know for a lot of my bullshit, a lot of things that I was doing, it wasn't because that was a choice I made. It was because I was so fucking hurt. You understand? I didn't know how to deal with the pain, with the trauma. So I self-sabotaged. Because I felt like I ain't no fucking good for nobody. Then why, I didn't even feel like I was good enough. You hear me? So I self-sabotaged. I did things that caused me harm. I put myself in harm's way. Right? Because I didn't care. Nobody else cared, so I didn't care. But that was the wrong way to go. I had to learn that. Last lifetime, I probably just kept going until I left. Right? Do whatever the fuck, right? That I was out there doing. And then here I go. I'm in this cycle again. I'm repeating this cycle again. And come, you know what I'm saying? Trying to clean it up. And this time, before it got too fucking far, I woke the fuck up. This time I didn't choose to self-sabotage. I chose to love myself. I chose to give myself the love that I wasn't receiving, but that was only through my God. Only through God's grace and mercy that I was able to even recognize it. I was made to sit by myself. And He worked on me to clean me out. He allowed me to feel it. He allowed me to see it. Put it right there in front of me on a fucking plate and see it for what it was. It was just an emotion. It was a thing that happened. But it wasn't something that I had to fucking continue to live off of. You hear me? And the more I cleaned my mind up and regurgitated and purged all that bullshit, the more I had time to cry and to pray and to ask God for help. All that, nigga. I was nigga, on my knees all the fucking time. Still stay on that motherfucker because I see where it has gotten me. It's my truth. It's grace. It's mercy. It could have been worse. I remember. And I've seen so many of my comrades fall and succumb to that shit, man. To that life. To that self-loathing. I ain't perfect. I don't do shit perfect. Don't get it twisted. I just ain't trying to kill myself in those ways. The smoking, yeah, man, I struggle with that shit. But there's some other things, man. Listen. somebody wanted you to, whether they understand that that there's somebody from your past life, or they're just still stuck in the what they can see in front of them. They don't even recognize what's happening, right? But because you recognize it and you chose yourself, now this person, there's nothing they can really do, right? They tried it. They tried to call judgment on you, because when you detached yourself, they tried to tear down everything around you so that you would be isolated. But see, they don't even understand that was always the plan, for everything around you to fall so God can have you isolated. They did their part. They did their part. Somebody could be going through a lot of scarcity at this time. This was a hidden enemy of yours. Yeah, lack, poverty, and struggle. They wanted you in that energy. They wanted you to feel ugly. They didn't want people to be attracted to you. They wanted you to have breakouts and disease and shit like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. They didn't want you to fulfill your destiny. They should be worried about if they're fulfilling their own. See, they focus on the wrong thing. They focus on what's on your plate, what you're doing, they're too busy trying to block you. They're not even paying attention to the work they're supposed to be doing. What'd I say? This is somebody that's blocked out of your life. They don't have no access to you. Look, because you did transform. You transformed. Ooh, somebody could like to play with herbs and chemicals and shit like that, liquids. Somebody could like to spike people's drinks or food or something like that. Somebody could do shit like that, like a slow kind of, what do you call it, dosing. Somebody could be dosing. Ooh, that's what we got a Capricorn in the reverse. Somebody could be something like that with toxic, something poison in somebody's cup, somebody's drink, somebody's food. Alright? It ain't come out for nothing. Yeah, you transformed. You trusted the Most High. That's what you did. Yeah, you sure did. And now whoever this is, this energy or these energies, take it how it resonates, they're blocked from you. Yes, they are. What's that? Somebody could have an abscess right in their lower quads, abdomen part, right just below the navel. Okay, that's what Spirit's showing. Look, the Capricorn in the reverse. This is somebody that don't believe in God. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in a higher power. Somebody that didn't believe that you were as protected as you were. You probably didn't even know you was as protected as you were. Or maybe you do. Because I can promise you, if you're on a spiritual journey, and you're getting to know, you have a relationship with God, I promise you've experienced so many fucking things that are unexplainable. You know what I'm saying? That didn't go the way that they could have gone. How things and God has touched people and opened doors and created pathways where there wasn't none and removed blockages out your life. And hey, man, listen, because I don't talk about it because I just don't do that. I can't. It's like, you wouldn't believe me. You know what I'm saying? It's not the fact that you wouldn't believe me, but that's my relationship with my Father. I trust Him. I know that He's not going to let any harm come to me, especially if I didn't initiate it. You understand? Capricorn in the reverse. Very pessimistic and This Capricorn energy here is giving me devil energy. Somebody wanted you to be attached to your low vibration. Like I said, I guess I'm repeating it again. This is somebody that did this to you in another lifetime. And whether this lifetime was 20 years ago or this lifetime was in a different lifetime when you were in different skin. You understand? Somebody did this. Somebody created blockages for you. Somebody was sabotaging you, or attempting to, or they did. But this time it's like you just stood back. You know what I'm saying? You didn't react. You allowed God to send you the messages and show you what this energy was doing and what the energy was expecting from you. And that was where you began to learn how to build up your strength, because you start recognizing the moves. You start recognizing the triggers. You remember when they did it that time. How did you feel? What did you do? You refused to go that fucking route again. You refused to go in that direction again. So now you gotta face it. Now you gotta look at it and you gotta say, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you want me to do. I surrender it. And keep fucking moving. Surrender it. Let them eat that. That's theirs to carry, not yours. See, when you get depressed, when you get offended, when you get mad, when you get angry, when you want revenge and shit like that, that means that they were able to give you those burdens. You hear me? Temperance in the reverse. Somebody's unbalanced. I'm telling you, we have a divine masculine here. This Capricorn energy is unbalanced. Or they wanted you. Okay, so somebody wanted you unbalanced right up under the Ten of Wands. Somebody wanted you in toxic energy. Somebody wanted you to be bound, to self-defecate, to shit on yourself, to self-sabotage, to not care enough about yourself that you won't allow people just to come in and out your life, in and out your bed, in and out your body, do what they want, come and take what they want, don't give you shit. You just gullible, you just whatever. You're feeling me? You don't defend yourself. You're not gonna fight for yourself. Yeah, you learned how to adapt. Yeah, remember, I've been down this road before. Now, the last time when it got too hot, I took off my pants. Right? This time, when it got too hot, I'm just going to cut the legs off. It's that way I won't be vulnerable. I won't be naked. But I can adapt to the situation. You learn how to adapt to the situation. Somebody wanted you to be off balance, to be fearful, lonely. You know, so to the point where you're just accepting of any kind of energy. You know what I mean? Ooh, child. You said, nope, this time I'm gonna let the chips fall where they fucking may, but I am not gonna hurt myself today. You hear me? Let them chips fall where they fucking may, but we ain't doing that. What choice did you make, baby? You made a choice for yourself. You made a choice for yourself, to love yourself. You went on blind faith. You knew that things would be balanced out. Injustice is temporary. Listen, look at this. Somebody could be sick. Disease and infection. Listen, ooh, spirit. What did I just say? You could have self-sabotaged and allowed yourself just to be used and abused by anybody, right? What that brings on sickness, disease, infection, all that shit, right? But you chose to love yourself. And if this is a masculine, you chose to love yourself. You stopped ripping and running. You stopped sleeping around with all these different women just to, to satisfy whatever need or whatever you want to call it, the community, the people you listen. Yeah, with this Two of Cups, you have a choice. You can choose jails, institutions, and death, which is surely coming because we're not even choosing us no more. We're just out here trying to keep them feelings down. Right? So we can pretend that we're okay and act like that shit don't. Yes, it does. It shows up every day in our life and how we live. How hurt we are. Really, it's all about your emotions your feelings being fucking hurt. Especially when you grow up with people saying, I love you, I respect, I support you, I'm your friend, I'm your brother, I'm your sister, I'm your mom, your dad, whatever. And then they turn around and they fucking hurt you. That shit can fuck you up. What the fuck? That doesn't feel like what you're saying. What's going on in spirit? Child, listen, that shit don't feel like what you're saying. Now you gotta trust yourself to move on. Yeah. hide. Yeah, they were hiding a whole bunch of bull. They were bullshit. But what we understand now is it was something that you needed to do, right? You needed to experience it in order to make a different choice, right? Did you learn the lesson, or are you about to repeat this shit again? No, we ain't repeating shit. Nigga, your gift, your reward. Because what? Because you chose yourself. You chose yourself. And those swords that you took with you, those swords that you had to go in that hermit energy and pull them out one by one. Wipe up the blood, stop the bleeding. Put some antiseptic on it, some healing, some herbs and shit on there, and bandage it up and let it heal. One by one, you pulled them sores out. Those that you walked away with, you pulled them out. Come on, Spirit. Yes, you did. And you opened your gifts. Yes, you did. This is your gift. This is your blessing. This is for your achievement of closing out the cycle, of coming back and learning the fucking lesson and being tested and making the choice to choose you and trust God. He had a gift for you. That's because you chose yourself. You're elevating. You're being initiated. Your rite of passage. You crossed the threshold. You came through the door. Come on, Spirit. You chose love. Come on now. Somebody's not ascending. Ascension in the reverse. Somebody's not ascending. Somebody's got legal issues. Yeah. Somebody's not ascending. Somebody didn't learn the lesson. Somebody did the same thing they did the last time. Yeah. They didn't make a new choice. They did the same thing they did the last time. Oh, Spirit just said it's like it may not be the same person in the physical. It's like, but you can't outrun the lesson. It's what I heard. It's like if you run away from a situation and you try to get with somebody else, it's like you're gonna run into somebody else with that same energy. It's like you can't outrun the lesson until you stop, sit down, and take a look at that shit and refocus, reroute, or whatever that you got to do, right? You're going to continue to run into the same lesson over and over in different people. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit said you can't outrun the karma. Ooh, come on now. You can't outrun the lesson. You can't outrun the lesson. And that's specifically for those that overlap in relationships. They jump out of one into the next one, into the next one, into the next one. Spirit said you can't outrun the lesson. What we got here? Can't outrun. Look, 9 of Wands. Look at this shit. You can't outrun the lesson. You can't outrun the lesson. Damn it. Look, attachments, the cords, the towers. Come on, man. Listen. You can't outrun if somebody has toxic attachments that they continue, the bad habits, the karmic energy, the toxic cores, the negative energy attachments they have. Tower. There it is. Something's falling apart. Something's falling apart. Somebody's house could be falling apart. Something could be falling apart. Like literally. A car, something's falling. Like shit's falling off of shit. Like breaking and shit like that. Cause somebody, yeah. Yeah, they got legal issues. And who's this alluring, attractive infatuation? Somebody could be infatuated with you. They could find you alluring. Somebody's got legal issues. Anything else, Spirit? Ooh, child. Somebody could have got a busted lip. Somebody could have been in a fight or accident. Somebody could have had something happen to their eye. Okay. But they still holding a damn grudge, right? They still like, it's like that shit's not clicking for somebody. Like, damn, it's time for me to get my shit together to change my fucking life. This is where it's going, I'm repeating the same fucking cycle, man. Somebody could be getting downloads too, deja vus too. Somebody could be getting, yeah. like seeing things and knowing. Spirit showing them. Somebody getting spirit. Look, secrets. Eight of Cups. Somebody could be trying to keep something a secret. How they refuse to walk away from a situation. Or Spirit could be saying keep your ideas, your thoughts, your plans a secret. Oh, this gift, when this gift comes, Spirit said keep it to yourself. The Magician. Manifest. Ooh, because somebody manifested what they put out. Yeah. Ooh, look at that shit. Somebody sure did. Yep. Somebody going to jail or they in jail. We got an Empress here. Somebody could look. Somebody could be pregnant. Somebody's envious and jealous. Somebody want to know how you did what you did. How'd you do it? Yep, because they feel it trapped. They trapped. Somebody did something that was very unjust to you. Ooh, somebody could be sick. This could have been your divine masculine. Like I said, it could have been, I don't know. Child, listen. Somebody could be sick. Somebody wanted you to be in one-sided relationships with people that didn't value you, right? They don't value themselves, right? Yeah, people that really didn't care about their life or your life either. Somebody wanted you to be in an imbalance. I'm telling you, somebody wanted you, whatever the case may be. Yeah, the Magician in this imprisonment. Somebody could have been doing magic on you. Yeah, ooh. Oh, somebody was doing some kind of energy work on you, towards you. In secret. Yep. They tried to block your transformation. So if they couldn't get you to turn around and come back, they were going to try to do it energetically. Then now they were going to step in God's lane. Okay? Now they're going to step in God's lane. Page of Cups. Ooh-wee. Now they're going to step in God's lane. This could be a child with this Page of Cups and the child in reverse. And then we got the Divine Feminine. Ascension. Ooh, child. Somebody could be childish. Alright. Page of Cups, very childish, very immature. Immature, yeah, very childish. This could be a grown man and a childish man, an immature masculine. I don't know. We have the Page of Cups and the child in reverse. 18 could be significant, but it's upside down. This is somebody that could have been traumatized at the age of 18. They stopped growing emotionally, spiritually. Somebody could have mommy issues. Somebody definitely wanted you to be treated badly. Okay, they wanted you to be treated badly, to not be respected, because you chose yourself. You didn't choose to allow this person to pull you to the pits of hell with them like they did the last time. Listen, legal, I can't make it up. Like they did the last time. Yep, 10 of Cups. Yeah, somebody wanted you to repeat that, to not learn from the lessons. Yeah, you moving on, baby. Yep. You moved on and you're moving on. You decided, like, right, you chose yourself. Like I said, look, knowledge. You learned. That isolation, that hermit, you learned. You got wiser. You moved on. You knew that somebody was trying to take you out. Somebody could have did this shit to you in another life. Somebody you could have trusted. Somebody was doing spell work and witchcraft on you, and somebody also could have poisoned you because you allowed this person in your, you didn't choose yourself. You didn't move. You didn't detach yourself from this person. You sacrificed yourself for this person. Look, Sigma, poison, something. Independent, intelligent, fearless, strong, silent, mysterious. Yep, somebody wanted to cause an ending to that, baby. Somebody could have done this. Somebody could be going to spiritual jail too, because you chose yourself. That could have activated also some kind of judgment or some kind of justice, because in the past life this person didn't pay for that shit. They think they got away with it. And they try to do it again. Come on, Spirit. Listen. Listen. They try to do it again. But you're wiser. You've been reading up. You've been praying up. Thank you, Spirit. You've been reading your Bible. Right? You've been gaining wisdom and knowledge that Most High and your ancestors have been giving you to help you. Because when you made the choice to move forward, they will help you. They help you. They guide you. They show you things. That's why when things don't work out, or go the way that I hope, I leave it alone. Either it's going to change or it's not, but I don't stress about it. Because that's just the enemy wants me to take my mind off of God, off of my grace, off the mercy and grace that my Father gave me, that everything I have is sufficient. They want me to feel like I don't need shit. I don't need shit. Because there's nothing that I have that if I lost, it would make me any less of a person. You understand? 7 of Wands, you are protected, baby. Yeah, you are at peace. You're at peace. Somebody could either they go to spiritual jail for playing this magic, or they're trying to, create an imbalance in your life and doing spell work on you. Look at this shit. They obsessed. Somebody's obsessed with you. They obsessed with this shit. Look, there go that vampire. They're an energy vampire. Yeah. That's what they want. They wanted to drain you and to take you with them. Could be dealing with an Aquarius in reverse. That's obsessed with you. Yep, that's blocked from your energy. That's going to spiritual jail. They could be going to physical jail. Somebody got legal issues because they was doing magic in the secret. And who child? The Hermit. You already know. That's the second time the Hermit done came out. You know who's against you. Somebody got health concerns, and this was a hidden enemy of yours. This lifetime. Spirit said they've been an open enemy to you too. Somebody there, your social media, listen, they watch your social media. Yes, they do. They see your ascension. They see you growing. They see you heal. They see that you step through the threshold. You chose yourself. Yeah, that their energy, whatever they've been doing, somebody could be getting a wake-up call about their health. Yep, community could be talking about somebody. This could be somebody's wake-up call. Yeah, this could be the catalyst that makes somebody want to get their shit together. This tower that's happening. Anyway, let's get y'all spiritual AF, and then I'm gonna get up off of this. I got hungry. What's going on? What's the advice for the collective moving forward? Spirit, please and thank you. And what we got here? Gossip dies when it hits wise ears. Remember I told you there could be some gossip. Here's how to get wise. Refuse to hear stories that aren't yours to hear. Refrain from telling stories that aren't yours to tell. If someone comes at you with an "oh my God, did you hear about?" stop them right there and ask if it's gossip, rumor, dirt, or other such junk. This tends to kill everyone's shit talking boner. Ooh. They get soft. It collapse. Oh God. Anyway, there it is. So be wary. Don't let the gossip of others about you, and don't entertain gossip about other people. You know what I mean? So that's that. I'll see y'all. Y'all stay up. This is